Hey everyone, I didn't know if it was coming through then. Hey Claire, Mandy, Connie, Rosemary, Sarah, hiya. Good, right, it's working. Hope you're all well. Hey Karen, Debbie, Kim, hey Amanda. Warmish thing. Hey Jackie. Right, let's put my link in. Jackie, Elizabeth, another Jackie, Deborah, Rachel, hello, Pamela, hiya. Okay, let me just... Come on. Right, there we go. Get that pinned. There we go. Hey everyone. Right, shut that one down. I didn't know where the day's gone. I've just had a late lunch, so it's probably going to repeat on me in a minute. And then I was like, oh my gosh, it's 2 o'clock. Literally, my morning has flown by. But I've got quite a bit done, so that's always good. Hello, Kay, Lynn, Marianne, Mandy, Kim. You can see wobblers. And Nikki, Jill, Benita, Rosalind. Hello everyone. Yeah, so today I thought I need another Easter card. So I thought the farmyard animals, the tops and tails and tails and tops, would look really good. I'm going to focus on more of the spring kind of animals, so the chick, the lamb, and I'm going to pop a couple of them on wobblers, but I'm going to do a framed shaker card. Had the idea in my head. I've done loads of shaker cards, and I've done like a double shaker where you do a shaker within a shaker, so you can have like different things shaking around. So my idea is to have the shaker frame around, and then have a couple of these with a little scene wobbling in the middle. So yeah, something just a bit different. I thought, I've not made a shaker calm. It's because I just read Benita's comment, calmed. I've not made a shaker card for a long time, so that's what we're going to do. Nice and easy, and I'll give you lots of tips and tricks along the way. And I've got a tips and tricks shaker video, I think. It's probably very old, but yeah, it's there. So yeah, it's not a made to surprise day. However, what I'm using is all made to surprise. But the idea with the Wednesdays is it's always something you can make in terms of the card without dies. You don't need to, fun folds and stuff like that. You don't need the dies for. But the decoration, I'm just getting so much of my made to surprise stuff now that it works so well together that you're going to see me use it more, which is good. Sounds so fun. Hey Deb, Zen, love a shaker card. Jeanette, watching from my bed. Oh, sorry to hear you're not well. Get better soon. Christine, sunny afternoon, beautiful sunny day here in southwest France. Nice. Yeah, it's not raining, so that's a good thing, because it's just rained every day for I don't know how long, the whole of this year it feels. But yeah, I'm looking out and it's clear. Hey Sharon, hey Bianca, Adele, hello. Hi Sam, I've just received the horse stamp and die set today. Oh good. Hey Winifred. Kim, love the Easter gift bag on YouTube. Oh yeah, I've got this one coming on Friday. Is it Friday? I've got one similar on the channel. You can have a little sneak peek. But I've done this one for my friend's little boy. So it's got all the little Kinder chocolate characters in the boxes around the edge. Do you remember the baby shower? I done little squares with bunting. No, bunting, what am I about? Bunting. Booties and mittens. And they're little squares. And it was purple, I think. Was it purple? No, it was blue. So this one I've done because, you know, the Easter egg boxes are pretty boring. So I always like to change them up. So yeah, all the chocolate and then the Easter egg in the middle. So yeah, so there's that one as well. I'm just trying to get them all done, and I've got to do a little one for Charlie. Winnie, Ralph, Charlie, my two friends, they always like one from me. And then my mum, I've got Nan's, Mum's is done. My sister's got the little takeaway cup thing. That's what she's going to have. Yeah, so getting there. Yeah, so that's coming on Friday. You'll hopefully bring my BP down. It's very, oh dear. Sorry, late. That's all right, Christine. I haven't started. Just yapping. Chucking it down in good old Lincolnshire. Rosalind, fantastic, fabulous gift box, thank you. So, I don't know what size card to do this on. I'm thinking 5x7 because I think in terms of the scene, yeah, I think they just look better kind of in the foreground and in the background. I think I'm going to have this as the, maybe the frame inside, because that's quite spring-like. And then I was going to use the happy from this one and then have Easter stamped, which I've got still out from before. So I used the Easter, I think, from that one. You've just got your Easter baskets done, and now I need some more cards. More card. Hey, Kathy. Yes, so I think we'd do maybe a coloured card blank as well. I've sorted out, hang on, finally sorted out the drawers in my bureau, so I think maybe go for the pastel purple. Let's see what that one looks like. We'll do all like pastel colours. So how is everybody? Love the idea. I might have to do them for my grand. They're dead easy, really, really easy. So that could be nice. Basically, it's kind of going to be like this, but I don't know if I'm going to do the frame as big because I don't want to lose. Kind of redoing that, I guess, in a way, but it's going to be much. Might be a 1/4 inch, and then. But it'll be 2, so it's going to be a track, so it is going to be a bit different to that. Yeah, it won't be quite the same. Right, all set. Hot cross buns toasted and sitting ready to watch. Taking a break from making your trifold showstopper card from YouTube. Oh, nice. And oh, hot cross buns. I need to get some. Haven't bought any yet. We ordered those papers with 30% off and VIP 10% group. Not too bargain. Right, so let me just think about this. I think I'm going to do a yellow frame. Let's see. We do maybe cheerful yellow. So it's a bit more mustardy, that's the thing. Maybe not. I don't want to do more lilac. Or maybe white actually. I think white will probably be better because there's going to be quite a lot going on. The white will break it up, so I think we'll go with a white frame. So I might just die cut a very thin frame. That might be more of a cheats way, rather than doing a very thin shadow box. Or yeah, the Marks and Spencer's. Oh, I've had the chocolate ones. Toffee. Not tried that one. I'm making 5 mini impossible boxes for our dinner on Saturday. Bit relaxing after the Easter bingo last Saturday. That was oh, sounds good. Like it. Hey Anne, hi Sam. Can only be with you till school time, but I'll enjoy. That's all right. Thank you for popping in. Hey Tracy, Jenny, Dawn. Do you change your clocks soon? Yeah, this weekend, this Sunday. So I think for like a few days, us in America, there's like, or the far east coast is only like 4 hours behind us. For like a few days, and then it goes back to 5 hours. Like New York, I think it is, isn't it? Something like that. Oh, there's a squirrel eating out of my... Oh, it's the first time I've seen him. I've put little food out, and there's finally a squirrel. Oh, let me just move my blind. Oh, I can't wait to get more out there. He's probably going to eat it all. He's like stretched across. I've been waiting. I think they've all been waiting for someone to like test it out. Oh, he's going to eat it all. Oh, it's so nice when you see nature and animals and just, yeah. I've got the perfect view here. Monty would go mad because he'd be like wanting to get out. He's not here, obviously, but yeah. Oh, that's so cute. They're probably going to eat it all, though, and not have any left for the birds. He's really cute. I bet he's thinking, I've hit the jackpot because there's no one else around. He's literally got it all to himself. His head is right in an acorn. I need to show you this. It's hilarious. Hang on a minute. Oh, hang on. Let me just... Can you see? Right. Oh, you can't probably see it. See my horrible garden. Oh, he's literally got his head in the acorn that's hanging. I can't even really point to it because it's focusing on my blind and not the... Ah, can you see the little brown thing hanging off the tree? He's literally got his head in it and it's hilarious. Sorry, I'm really stretching across there. Oh, that's so funny. Let me just plug you back in. Don't know if you saw that or not. Apologies if I made anybody feel sick. You're still in there though. Oh yeah, grey. I've never seen a red squirrel like just in the wild. I've never been fortunate enough. There's not many of them anyway, I don't think. You can see it. It's like a crazy woman there. You can see him. He's still in there. The bird box above it is got the grids, so the birds can only get that, not the squirrels. But that one, I'm going to have to make sure I've got plenty of food now. Sam, don't change your clocks this weekend. Sam Martin. Huh? Went to Saltash Scrapshop last Saturday. Got a few bites, loads there, isn't there? I saw him, we feed them too. I love watching the squirrels jump from tree to tree in our backyard. It's cute. There's loads. It's just literally a big field at the end of the garden. So there'll be loads of them. Right, let me grab my nesting dies. Just want plain rectangle. So you could cut this. I might just cut it with my trimmer actually, because I want it nice and thin. Let me just grab the other rectangle ones from here. Oh gosh, that weighs a ton. Jeez. Right. I might use the card making magic ones that Christina had. Those ones are quite good as well. I think Christina's are a bit taller. 2 secs guys, because I didn't plan. Yeah, I think those ones are going to be good. Okay. Right. Pop that back up there again. He's still in there. Clock's changed 31st. Oh, okay. I know it's soon. Right, so I cut that out first. So you just want to add a matte layer to a 5x7 card blank. You can do whatever border you want. Just going to mark mine like so. Hey Elaine. Sorry, I just got back from dog walk in the sun. Nice, yeah, I can't wait to, because Monty's more into walking when the sun's out. He gets, you know, I don't blame him. He's so close to the ground and gets all wet and muddy. Can't be that much fun for him. Is he gone or is he attempting? Oh, I think he's going to try the other one. He won't have much luck. Yeah, he's trying the little greenhouse now. He won't get much luck. I think I'm going to get tons in here. I want to get some bird boxes eventually and stuff, but I need to make sure I don't ever get cats in here. I've never seen a cat, and that's good. But I need to make sure obviously bird boxes are going to be safe from the cats. Watch, I'm going to turn into this like big bird watcher. He's still there, no one bothering him. Right, anyway, sorry, enough of the squirrel. Right, you can have the squirrels from here if you like. They keep chasing the birds off, even though I've got squirrel. I would never be able to stop squirrels where I am because of literally the field and all the trees. And I had loads of squirrels in the old place as well. And we had tons of birds as well and bird tables and stuff. Just have to make sure you put plenty out. So there's enough for them all, I guess. I've got ones down in the courtyard and the squirrels won't come down that far, but the birds will. So if anything, squirrels can have that end of the garden and the birds can have the courtyard, because there's no way they'll come that far down. Blue tits have just started nesting, and I thought, oh, Mum and Dad had a nest in one of the bushes that grew up against the garage, and they were fine for 1 year, and then she came back the second year and the cats got it, and it was really sad. So then after that, Mum and Dad just like put them off coming back because she just didn't want them dying. But again, since Monty's now pooing and peeping in Mum and Dad's garden, they've never had any cats, so yeah, cats don't like the smells of a dog nearby, that's for sure. Oh, he's got a whole fat ball in his hand. He's holding a whole fat ball. He's going to make himself sick. Little. Oh, he's run off with it along the top of my fence. He's literally got the fat ball. He's down the end now. Sorry, I'm like narrating something that you can't see. I'm never going to get anything done. There's just going to be so much going on in the garden. I was watching 2 pigeons getting it on the other day because they were right next to the window almost. So it won't be Tales from the Bench now. It's going to be Nature Watch with Sam. Squirrel Watch, yeah. I would like to get a little hedgehog thing. I've got to make sure I put a little gap under the fence so that the hedgehogs can get in. Although I'll probably get rats or something, but anyway. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. Here, read it. Yeah, he's there now. He's got his bum facing me. I can just see the side of the fat ball. That's hilarious. It is nice, isn't it? Someone in our road has lost the end of their barge board near the roof, and a big black bird keeps pooping in the popping in with twigs and obviously building a nest. Oh, we were the same. We had to stop feeding the blue tits because the next door has cats and kept. Yeah, it's sad, isn't it? Kept chasing the birds away. I'm hoping, because Monty's marked his territory everywhere now in the garden. Like I said, I've never seen a cat in here, and she had 2 cats as well before. And there's dogs next door. They've got a family member who brings a dog around. So yeah, cats, I've never seen one in all the time I've been here. Well, sounds like I've been here a long time, but you know what I mean. You've got a hedgehog house. Yeah, I've seen the hedgehog houses. They're so cute. We've got little signs up around like near where I am, and it says slow down for hedgehogs. Oh, Pepper. There we go. Share lots of hints and tips now in the chat on our Nature Watch. Forget about Alan Titchmarsh. You've got Sam now. Right, so I want to create a frame. Just a thin frame that I can get the foam behind. And then I need another frame again. It's going to be not easy to do, I don't think, without losing a lot of that pattern paper. Unless I go a bit smaller in the middle. It will all come to light in a minute what I'm trying to do. I need to create a separate... We're going to have a shaker frame. For anybody just joining, I'm doing a shaker frame. And then we're going to have some of the spring animals on wobblers in the middle. So this will become white in the middle. Just going to be that. Let's just see how that's going to look. Oh, I'll let you know all that in a minute, Deborah, once I've got it, how I think it's going to stay. So we've got the little leaping lamb there. Sentiment and stuff will go over bits of the shaker, that's not going to be a problem. Just want to make sure that the wobblers and stuff are going to stick behind. So we have like a leaping lamb there, so I could have that as a very thin frame with the foam. I might have to then just cut that one freehand. Or maybe white goes behind the frame. I'll keep the flowers behind this one, and then we get to enjoy the paper more. So I'm going to cut this frame myself. I don't need a die to do the outer part of that. I just need 2 frames, an inner one and then an outer frame. Foam behind both, and then we can turn this whole piece here into a shaker. So I quite liked that one, and maybe the little chick, that being yellow on another one. Okay. maybe like that. Yeah, so we've got the little chicken, the little lamb, because that's all your spring. And then let's have a little look. I'm going to have then the happy, and then Easter, and then the shaker. That should look quite good. I don't know if I'll need the frame. So we're going to have a lot of movement to this card, wobbly animals. And then we could always do a little 3D flower as well on the front. And then the Easter, let me just check. That's going to fit. All the Cheeky Sentiments collection arrived today. Yay! Can't wait for the cards. Saw someone might cut the top of that one. Or happy. Yeah, no, snip that one off because I like that straight. And then Easter can go. Yeah, that's going to work. So I need to measure. So I'm going to do, that one will be 4.5. So you'll see a little bit of the trim. Didn't think that out. I shouldn't have stuck the pattern paper down first, I don't think. Although I've got a piece there, I can always stick that back over. So 4.5 by, I might do the full length. Right, let me just plan this white piece out first. I might even put it onto a bigger card. I won't throw any of that away. I'll use that card, but put it onto a bigger blank. Maybe I'll do a what's the next? What's a 6 by 8? C6, isn't it? Just saw as there was a knock at the door, but he's literally just handed me my rude cheeky. Yeah, you got it, Claire. This is another reason my cats are house cats. I know it's a split opinion about that. My nans were house cats. Yeah, it's each their own. Personally, I'm not for it, but you know, some cats don't even like going out, so they end up being a house cat anyway. I mean, honestly, Monty, he will only really walk in the summer. It is a struggle in the winter with him, but I do try and still get him out. But in the winter, he's a hermit. You could say he's a house dog. He's little though. He could run around and do laps up and down the stairs, and he's done. You know, every situation is different. So I ordered the nesting dies bargain. Oh, are they available? I thought they'd sold out ages ago, Leslie. Thought they'd gone a long time ago. Right. So do 4.5. And then I'm going to cut this die. So from cut line to cut line, this is 4 by 6.25. So now I'm going to cut that one. So there's a similar frame around all three sides, and then I'll trim that end in a minute. You need there to be enough room, or the thickness of the frame needs to be thick enough for your foam to go behind, because we're going to obviously lift this up so we can turn it into a shaker. Lots of you getting your cheeky collection. It's funny how it all starts to land at the same kind of time. It's like our Papercraft Society boxes, the amount of times I've been live and it's been on. So he doesn't exercise on the stairs, Anne. He just goes up them like I do. I can't stop him using the stairs. I'm also a big believer in building up muscle. But again, I don't like to go on these topics during lives about how people keep and walk and do, you know, we're all different. So as long as no one's neglecting and they're just loving their pets, then let's keep it there. You got yours this morning. My simple pop-ups are on their way. Hope they arrive tomorrow. Yay. Okay, so I just want to trim the end here so it's the same kind of width. I've pinned a mirror. Oh, is it? Oh, that's a bit weird. Oh, unless the last one, because I have to, yeah, I think it's probably from YouTube. Let me just, hang on a minute. Let me just get it up. Oh, Every's just delivered all the Made to Surprise items she bought with 50%. Oh, it's like Christmas for loads of you. Right. Okay. Let's see, what did I share? Oh yeah, I went onto the US site. Okay, let me just quickly change that one. Took advantage of 50% off. I've ordered these farmyard stamps earlier this week. Yeah, it finishes tomorrow, the 50% off. So you haven't got that much longer. I think they're doing the rounds through us because I know Helen's Simply Made Crafts, I think hers was last or week before. So yeah. I'm just thinking of a load of naughty cards I can send. Yeah, just a just because card. Oh dear, that would be hilarious. Just randomly, yeah, people getting cards with explicits on them. Right, this one now should be correct. Let's get rid of that one. Paste. Right, let's see what that one's like. I'll just let it pin up. I'm just thinking there. I've now got a picture of Monty in my head doing storyboard. I've seen them where they put them on running machines. Well, not, you know, but like have a running machine really slow and the dogs are walking on it. I think they do use that for like rehabilitation and stuff for some dogs, not just for pets. Which large sentiment dies? They're my new ones, Lim. All the sentiments, it's called. Right, that's the new pin now. That should take you to the UK site. Sorry for that confusion, anyone. So yeah, so I can get my foam now behind that. And then I want to cut it again with these two. So my middle frame size is, or the dies I'm using, I just need to check actually it's going to be enough for my foam. Oh yeah, it's perfect. So I've got one die here, which is the one, if you've got this set, it's the one closest to 2 3/4 by 5, and then this one is 2 1/4 by 4.5. Okay. I have said before, Karen, I don't know if it's something that would have interested you, but I remember a lady ordered it by accident or won it or something, but she had a large showstopper die but didn't have a large machine. And what you can use is a rolling pin, and you can roll over the large die on your cardstock and it will give a good enough indent that you can then just cut around it with your trimmer and your scissors and stuff. It's an idea if you don't want to invest in a machine, but look on like Facebook Marketplace, and I don't know if you go in charity shops and stuff, but I always see like die machines and stuff for sale, and eBay. Lots of people sell on, or go into your Facebook craft de-stash groups. There's always people selling on die machines. So you might be able to pick one up for a bargain. Still wait for my parcel from process from the 1st of February, 2 times less. Oh really? Oh, that's a bummer. Maybe because I ordered a big guillotine cutter from Tim Holtz. Yeah, but still, it shouldn't matter what you order. It should come, isn't it? Someone's. I'd love to know how these things get lost, because you see them like being. You can go to like places and buy like unclaimed or lost post, and I just think, how has it got like lost? Like, it's just mad. It's an idea. Yeah, give it a go. Right, try and use this same piece here so I'm not wasting anything. So now I'm going to cut those together. The reason I'm doing a shaker cut is because I found these in a charity shop over the weekend. Oh, and if you're in Colebrook or in Plimpton, go to the Colebrook Woodside one. They've still got that die machine. The purple Sizzix Big Shop. It's not the Big Shop Plus, it's just the Big Shop. But if you want a machine, it was still there on Saturday. What are we now, Wednesday? Might be there. So there is our shaker frame. So we need to put acetate so it just covers that frame. I'm going to have to cut into the middle part of it. But yeah, I found these. This was brand new. This one's been used a little bit, but I thought these are going to look lovely in the shaker part. And these are the Nouveau Pure Sheen Confetti Iridescent Circles. I was like, it's mine. It was in the bottom of this little basket. I was like, oh, I need it. Not on Craft Stash, but I couldn't resist the Hunky Dory goodie box. Sorry. Do you know what? I want their bloody turquoise scoreboard. I was like, I don't need it at all. It's like I'm collecting their scoreboards. And if they do a mini one, I should have like a backdrop of these scoreboards that are hanging. So yeah, Craft Stash laugh, like, because we've got our own scoreboard, which is lovely, but I just love the Hunky Dory one. Yeah, and these here are Crystal Snow Crafts 2. I think it's going to be like diamond dust. I haven't actually looked, but I've got a feeling, yeah, this is going to look so good for snow. Look at that. I think it is like broken plastic. I don't know how close it's coming out, but you could put some of this in the shaker as well. Yeah, they had a, and it wasn't April Fool's because that's obviously not yet, but they put it up on Monday, I think it was. Win a limited edition turquoise scoreboard. I was like, what? Yeah, it's like broken glass, but it's not. I think that's plastic. Okay. Don't want to lose any of these bits. Especially if it is real glass. Make sure that doesn't go on the floor. Okay. Go on and enter and win it, week. It's a scoreboard. Yeah, that's it. That's the one that I've seen. Yeah. No, I feel bad winning it because, I don't know, I feel like I can't win craft things now. You know, I'd rather it go to someone else. I'll just buy it. Yeah, for snow, definitely. It looked so nice. Right, so you want to cut yourself a piece of acetate now that is just slightly smaller than your largest frame. So I'm going to do 4 3/8 by 6 5. 4 3 by 6 5. I know, they will. They'll be everywhere, Zen. It's official. I love shrink plastic. Thank you for the video. Yeah, I've got, like I said, I've done a few. I've had to put my storage videos on hold for a minute. I'm in the middle of the second one. And obviously I'm using my shrink plastic to decorate a lot of that. Is that a piece of window sheet? Yeah, that's going to be fine. This is window sheet, so it's just a little bit lighter. Acetate or window sheet's going to be fine. I know, but I don't know. I just feel like I shouldn't. 4 3. 6 5. I reckon that's going to be about there. About there. They are, Karen. There's lots of places that are. A lot of the factories now are having to change their materials, so then it's making it easier for people that use those factories because it's already been done. But Craft Stash have already changed an awful lot of stuff. That squirrel's back. From the amount of plastic that used to be in stuff that I used to buy from them years ago, it's gone right down. Like all of my stuff's obviously cardstock. Yes, there's plastic inside, but eventually, you know, when governments start putting more, you know, clamps down on different plastics and stuff, then that will all change. You'll probably see a lot of bamboo. I think a lot of bamboo stuff's going to come into play more. And what was the other thing that gets used a lot? There's another natural material that works as a good plastic substitute for packagings and stuff. But there's already, you've got biodegradable glitter. I've never brought any glitter now. From the last lot of Arteza stuff, I won't buy any more glitter now, I don't need it. But if I did, there is biodegradable now, and I think a lot of that's becoming mandatory in places. Every country's still different as well, so What else? There's loads. I've seen loads of craft companies changing things up now. You've just been I think it's a very, very slow change, but it is changing. You think back to all the shops when we all had our plastic bags and everything now, and now there's a lot of them don't even offer the option now for bags. If you don't bring your own, that's it. I think something needs to change with Bag for Lifes, because I don't know about you, but I've got hundreds of them. And if I forget one, I buy another one. I'm thinking it's not really, they should just be like canvas bags, something that, again, bamboo based, something that will just degrade really quickly. But Bag for Life's, a lot of them are not recyclable, but people are just getting tons of them. I think, although some of them have probably started changing as well. See, if you go into Cornwall, Maureen, you won't find a single plastic straw, because the whole of Cornwall has banned plastic straws. They were one of the first in the UK. I hate a paper straw, but I'm not going to moan, but I do hate a paper straw. Jute, yeah, it's another good one, because that's just natural, isn't it? It just completely degrades, you know. Yeah, degrades. I've got loads of those, but yeah, and I think surely this isn't helping, but every little change, I guess, overall, it's got to start somewhere, isn't it? I have bamboo straws for when, yeah, I think that's better. Metal, yes, they're okay again, but on my teeth and when they're cold metal. Okay, so just lay your acetate down. So, I'm going to cut the guts out of the acetate once I put all the frame on. Has anyone seen the new tassel kit that Craft Stash have released today? I didn't get it because it goes really well with Helen's albums and stuff. So I know Vicky and Helen have done the help with the launch of it. But I actually think it's quite good. They use the little pom-pom makers. I remember I got mine, Kirsty Allstock done them, and I got them years and years ago. But they've used them for this pom-pom tassel kit, and it comes with the little key rings and everything. And I thought, it's quite cool actually. I think I might get it for my mum. I doubt she's watching. For Easter, because she loves making all of her journals and stuff. Thought it could be a nice little Easter gift. Yeah, Helen did a YouTube demo today. Yeah, I just saw it come up in my email. New fabric paper colours. Oh yeah, they're really nice, aren't they, Mandy? Really nice. I have got them. They're in my filing cabinet, so I'll start using them. I just feel since the beginning of the year, it's been Valentine's, Mother's Day, Easter. And for me, I do obviously all those as a series, and I just feel like I'm just doing loads. And I think once Easter's out the way, I'll be able to just get back to doing just nice fun handbags and stuff, just for the sake of it. Your mum would love it. I think she would. So now I need to try and line this up. Let's get this straight. It's going to be highly decorated, so I'm not too worried. It's a little bit wonky, but I can get it as good as. Okay. And now I'm just going to put a cut in there. In fact, I'll probably use my cutting knife and cut around the whole thing that way. You can either just make a hole and then cut it with your scissors, or use a knife. I don't know if I like using that actually. No, I'm going to cut it with scissors. Oh hi, what's happened there? Oh, did I miss the bottom? Oh, it's just caught. Hang on a minute, let me... Last thing I want is all my sequins coming out. Oh, it's literally right along. It's just tucked behind it, but it's like a millimetre behind it. Hopefully the foam's going to hold that in. That's going to be a right pain. It is behind it, but only by the smallest amount. What I might have to do is put a trim of grass along the bottom because I need to seal that. You're going to see a little bit of the, I use my little easy edges and just put a little, yeah, we'll put a little bit of grass along it. You can just see a little bit of it there, but the last thing I want is all of that coming out. Right, let's cut this. Oh, my auntie did cross stitch, really beautiful designs. Used to remember watching her do it when I was younger. If you get your scissors underneath, it's easier then to go in. You just angle them so you're going under that frame. For anybody joining, I'm doing a framed shaker card with little action wobbler characters in the middle. I was about to say carrots then. Of course you can cut the acetate in your trimmer and things like that, but I always try and do it, a lot of this without, you know, all the tools, so that, or at least give you examples and tips on how you can do it, because not everyone's got everything. Okay. So there's going to be white behind the frame, but it's going to have to be white behind the whole thing, and then I'll have to go over the flowers in the middle. But I might put it on another piece, like a bigger card, I don't know. Could be nice landscape actually. Oh, I might do this landscape. Yeah. Oh, actually I could just cut, I've got that piece, couldn't I? I could just use that. Oh no, I haven't. Hang on a minute, how could I do, oh, I could cut a frame. Yeah, actually, if we use that, I could possibly get a frame. If we keep those two together, rather than me wasting, and then those two together. Yeah, I think landscape with the animals, it just would maybe look a little bit better in the sentiment. But then they look quite good, like they're hopping above, you know. Let's see. I can do that right at the end because it doesn't really matter at this point because the paper's not directional. Oh, hang on, what am I doing? I only need the middle. Confusing everybody. I'm confusing myself with all these frames. Just need the smaller one and the largest one. So I want all the shaker pieces to pop against the white. Just take some of the stickiness off because I don't want them to rip the white card. This might work. If I get this lined up properly, then I'll be very surprised. Let's see if that works. I might emboss this piece as well. It could look quite good. Embossed in the background. I love cross stitching, but I had to give it up as my poor old eyes couldn't focus on the stitching. Oh, so I was off and started card making. At least you found another fun, you know, craft. Oh, why is that smaller? Have I used the wrong frame size? You can see what I was attempting to do there, make the heart. It did look small, to be honest. And then I don't waste. God, I'm losing the plot. I think it was that. No, it's not that one. Where's the other? Where's that die? This one, where's that one? Oh no, that is, it is that one. What one did I use? I used I used one that I didn't even use. Honestly. I'll just waste cardstock instead, right. That looks better. Honestly. Oh no, the outside, that's, I need that inside piece. But again, whether I get this perfectly lined up, I don't know. Might be better just to cut a piece of white and just stick it behind and then just place the pattern piece back over. We'll try. I'm not holding out for this. I don't think it's going to work. In fact, it's not. You're going to see through the sides. It's going to bug me. I'm just going to cut it out with the large one. But you can see what I was trying to do. It would be easier to just go over with the pattern paper than all that faff. Just cut the smaller one again in the pattern paper for the middle. Okay, right, so we need to remake the middle part. There we go. So you're going to see all the shaker pieces, and then we've got that nice spring middle part. So I need to make sure, yeah, just need to line up this white piece because we can stick that down afterwards. Get that in the middle. Oh, do I emboss it? Would look quite nice, I think. I use the linen because again, it's that basket Easter kind of feel. I'll go for the linen print there. Just need to get my other plates for embossing. I don't think so, Karen, because you're shaking it. No, and when it's upright, if they do catch on a few of them, it'll look nice. Going to be fine. Is there a technique to the craft slash tape to get it off the card without ripping? Yeah, you want to make sure that you put it on. Grab. So, say you've got a die like that. When you lift it, like get the end of it, but keep it flat against the card. Ripping the tape's ripped in half, not the paper. And you see if you just do it like that to keep it, don't lift it up and pull, because then you will just pull the card. Same with like washi tapes and stuff. And just roll it off. Great example here. You know what I mean. See, when I'm pulling it, pull it closer. I don't, I just pull it up because I'm not bothered about keeping the card. But if you want to rescue or you don't want it, pull it really close to the card, like so. And then you'll see it doesn't rip it. Make sense? Yeah. Yeah, there's loads of brands out there. Any low tack tapes are good. I've had all sorts. So get that back in the middle again. Now I want to cut some foam to put around the back of this. I'm going to use my lemon bin. Tucked back in there again. I'm going to use some of this, so I want to cut thin strips. This is just wax paper. It's good to have a roll of this because I use it with my wax seals. I use it for all kinds of things. And then I've got my foam tape here. Actually, what I'll do is I won't use foam tape. You can do it with foam tape, it's the same thing, but that's not as thick. I'm going to use the actual double-sided sheets from Craft Stash. Is that going to be long enough? That's an off cut. Take one of the full sheets. So I've got one of the full sheets here, and I'm going to cut a chunk off there. On the wax paper, trim off the excess. Okay, all these bits stuck to me. Right, and then you can cut your strips as thin as you want. So I'm going to go this way so I can see exactly. It doesn't mess up your scissors. So whether if you've got like a 1-inch foam tape, I've got this one here, but that's very thin, whereas this one here is much thicker. But you could cut that in half, just stick it on your wax paper. I've done this many times. People have been doing it for years. And you can buy thin strips for shakers and stuff. But you know, if you buy cheap tapes and stuff, this is just a good way to make it work for you. I'll do 4 because I don't know if they're going to be enough. Keep that bit for later. Okay. And then you just take the backing off. Now I want to stick it around both these frames, and you want to make sure you butt them right up to each other so that none of your shaker bits fall out. Yeah, this tip is in my shaker card tips and tricks video, which I think is about 4 or 5 years old. But yeah, butt it right up, because I think I'm going to mix a few like other little beads in as well, like little sea beads would be nice. A lot of prep with shaker cards. The decoration on this isn't going to take long at all because the animals are so little and easy to colour. But doing all of this is what takes the time. I've never seen one either, Lim, but I thought I'm going to do a shaker frame. I've done double shakers, so I guess I have done a frame before. I did that circle one, which I absolutely love. It's a circular double shaker on my channel, if you go to my shaker playlist. It was when I was on the design team for Trimcraft, and I used, I think it was like a fairy collection. It was so pretty. I just remember when I made, I think I made it when I was living abroad, and yeah, absolutely love that. I've done a few, I think I must have done frame ones before. If I've done doubles, then I would have. I like the idea of it being a frame. Yeah, it's nice. You can have a sentiment, have anything in the middle then. Going to fit. Oh, look at that. Just fits. Okay. Okay, now this is where we're going to have the challenge, because I'm going to have to keep it this way actually, because I just realised I want the grass along there to cover up that little bit. I reckon I should have gone a little bit bigger. Do you know, I think it's too much white now. I want the white there, and I know that's going to go in the middle, but I think the frame, I might stick a different colour frame, like hot pink. I can do that after, because that's easy to do. I like it, but yeah, I think we need to. Right, another little tip to stop bits sticking to the sides. You're probably still going to get the odd bit, but if you grab your anti-static powder and get yourself a little brush. Let's use this one. And you can just brush around if you don't get any of the residue in the bottom of the pot, and just rub it over the side of the sticky tape, and it will just see. Sometimes I have like a little hole in my bag, so I can get like, there we go, there's more coming out there. Sometimes like a little hole or something in the stitching. There must be a hole on the side. Yeah, you can rub all this off in a minute and or at least clean the acetate up, but this will just help. So if you've got like some of the real cheap tape, like from like the pound shops and stuff, are really sticky on the sides. Like I said, it can look nice because when the card's upright, I think it's, you know, nice for bits of the sequins to kind of still be visible. But if you want it to really move smoothly, this is just one way. Like I said, you're probably still going to get the odd one. There will always be a little bit that you missed or something. Again, all the way round. And obviously make sure your desk is like not got glue and sticky stuff and things on as well. You should probably get it on the other side, but I'm going to give it a spray with my rubbing alcohol in a minute. Tracy was very disappointed with Chapman and Traeger Mills customer. They're both very limited, but was impressed with Wilco's and Exeter, as they seem to be getting more. I haven't been in Wilkinson's for ages. Chaplin's, when was the last time I went to the craft bit? I'm not sure. Cardstock's not too bad. Well, last time I went in it was alright. Traeger, I wouldn't have a clue. I've not been there for a long, long time. Not a clue. And you'll be able to feel it as well. You can sometimes feel the stickiness, so just run your finger kind of over it. I think that'll do. Okay, and then some kitchen roll, a little bit of rubbing alcohol, just tap out any excess. Get a fresh piece of towel actually. Give it a good clean up. Our Wilko closed. No, I think ours is open again. They opened a few back up again, didn't they? An old, what's his face, from the range, didn't he buy? He brought a lot of them. He's from here, so I know our one's open. So I think that's where the photos were taken when he was for like the press and stuff. Yeah, not everywhere has kept them, I think. Yeah, you can use talcum powder. I know not a lot of people like to use talcum powder for health reasons. You can use corn flour, I think is a good substitute people use in their little anti-static bags. I've always just bought them. They're like £1 in most places. So I'll just use... Yeah, no, ours is in town and I just don't go into town. Christmas time is probably about it. Just giving it a good clean. Oh, that looks pretty good. Happy with that. Okay. So I'm going to stick this pattern paper in the middle because then I can see exactly where my frame is, so I can lay all the sprinkles down within the frame. So I think I will lift this one out. Oh, who recommended me to watch Damsel in the last time we were live? I watched it last night. It was really good. I think because I like Game of Thrones, it gave me that kind of Game of Thrones feel, but it's not. It's obviously, I think it's only a 12, isn't it? It's not Disney, I think. But it's got the girl from Stranger Things who played Enola Holmes as well. Yeah, I thought it was quite good. I enjoyed it. So thank you for the recommendation. So come in our chats. We recommend movies, programs to watch, food recipes, places to go, people to see. Okay, that all looks... So now I'm going to drop all my sprinkles in, and as long as they stay within that white frame, then I know that I'll be able to stick that on, okay? So this is when it gets messy now, you don't want to breathe. I was closed in town, 3 towns closed, then open again. Craft Stash has some brilliant bargains. I know, there's loads at the moment. Look, not even been used. Still got the little seal. So satisfying taking it. Look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? That's so cool actually, it's all stuck on that. These are gorgeous. I'm watching Thanksgiving. I watched Thanksgiving. Yeah, I really liked that. So I'm going to just sprinkle them in the middle and then push them out. A bit easier that way. I'm trying to tip them into the frame. I'm going to add quite a few because these are thin and flat, so they will just all, it's going to be like a coin machine, you know, they just all fall to the bottom. So when you think it's enough, add a bit more, because it won't be. Aren't they gorgeous? So shiny. So I'm going to add some more again, and then that should be enough. Because because all that will sit along the bottom and then it'll stop. It will all build up. Actually, what am I doing? It's only going to sit within the frame, isn't it, size? So this will fall down here and you'll get a little bit resting on the top there. So actually, doing it as a frame, it's probably better than a normal shaker because you will get to see more of the bits. But you want them to have room to shake. So I've done loaded ones before where it's literally just more about the acetate and just what's behind it and not necessarily the shake. Once you aggravate these and move them around, you'd be surprised. I think that's going to be enough. I always get the static mess, I know. Right, tidy as you go with this because, yeah, they're bound to stick. Okay, take your backing off. Take a deep breath. Cross your fingers and toes. And don't do it when you're live. I think I did a shaker live once on TV. Sure I did. Or I've done it on a demo for Craft Stash live. Definitely done a shaker live. Don't sneeze. Don't worry if you get some static and they stick, just ignore it. It eventually goes away. But just make sure that none of them... I need to bring that up out of that bit a bit more. So they're going to stick on the inner bit, so I just need to push. Let me just... They won't stick to the brush. I think I might have too many actually, because I'm just thinking the foam's going to stick in that part. I might take away a little bit. Let's just take away like that much. There's actually less space. You can go right up to that edge of the white, but not the inner part. Anyone joining as well, don't be put off by shaker cards by watching this video. This is a more detailed shaker. Shaker cards are very quick and easy to do. You can make them really easy. But I'm doing more of an intricate one today. So I've got beginner ones in the playlist on my channel. So if it's something you want to try, you've never done before, check out the playlist and start with the simple, easy video. There we go. Right, that should be fine. They'll all move around in a minute anyway. Holding my breath. I'm going to have to just lean my head in just so I can get that middle square or rectangle, sorry. I'm a little bit off to the left, but I think it's just because they're quite high. I think once they shake once they move, go on just under there, little roguey, get you out. It feels like it's all stuck. And we've got our shake. Yay! Oh, hang on a minute. Why have I got the tape show? Oh no, that was right, yeah. I'm going to put a little bit of grass along there, that's fine. And then when it stands up, they're kind of still clumping, but I think that's because there's little clumps of them together. They're not actually sticking to the side, but they're just like layered up from like where they've been in the factory. But it's nice, you get to see, yeah, you get to see them all. I think once the grass is along the bottom, that's going to look nice. Yeah, I'm really pleased with that. Phew! Yay! We did it. Right, stamp, decorate. I have all these sequiny bits stuck to me now. Yeah, I thought I might put more beads and stuff in, but that's actually enough. Very sparkly. Now we get to decorate it. So let's stamp these two. Use Memento. I can use my alcohol markers. I've got my little desk hoover, so I'll use that. I love the little chick. So we're going to have a yellow chick and then our little lamb. So whilst that's just drying, we'll cut the grass. Grass? That sounded posh then. Thank you. So yeah, we're going to have a little bit of grass at the bottom. There was a good green colour that matched quite well. Slightly lighter one. Yeah, that's the same, within the same tone. I'll go with that one. Okay. What's that? Is it Mary's? Oh, Mary had a little lamb, got you. I think I might use that. I put it against the white. Mind you, that would be nicer to have it like that. That looks cute. So if I do one inch from the bottom. Just don't want you to see the frame. Going to be there, isn't it? Just. I think that'll work. Just going to work. Leaping lamb, and chick. I'm going to kind of tuck this almost in like the frame. This mess for one card. Oh, I've gone a bit short. How is that when you measure it? No, that one's too small. How is that? How did I do that? I just followed the pencil mark. I want it to sit perfectly in there. And that one's... I guess I could use that one, it doesn't really matter. Being fussy. You know what it's like when you want it to be a certain way. See, I don't like that you can see. No, you have to do it again. I know how I want it to look. Probably going to end up covering it, that part, with the sentiment anyway, but... measure instead. Let's just my thought process. And sometimes your ruler can be slightly different measurement to your trimmer. It shouldn't be, but you'd be surprised. Different tools can slightly differ. I'd rather just take a little bit off and do it this way. Oh, hot cross bun and a cuppa, nice. Right, that's better. And then I can bring this down just a little bit. Right, that's better. And I'm going to put some foam behind that. I'll use this thin foam actually. It's more stretchy. Why did it do that? There we go. What are you all saying? I've missed loads. Yes, it has to be. It does. Coca, thank you. 2 dogs draw. Oh, I bet. Yeah, Monty's good. Like he won't take it. You know, he won't be right on me, but he'll come right up with his nose, like sniffing around my plate, and I'm like, leave it, get down, and then he doesn't. He just watches me. Just watches me eat. There, that's better. Now I'm happy. Okay, let's get our little leaping animals. Again, I had a nice tidy craft room, and now it looks like explosions happened. Yeah, I hope so. Now I need to make sure, yeah, my sentiment would have covered that area, but I don't know if I do want the outline. It just looks going to probably go over all of the grass. Unless I have that a bit higher. It'd be nicer to have them. I'm not going to stick this sentiment down yet anyway, but I might have it maybe poking. Could have it there, then you can see the grass. The Easter could be down there. Did like it just stuck on there though. Or I could have it at the top and have them. That's probably better. What about that? That's better. Then nothing's compromised. Plus that would fill the white space. That's probably going to happen. Although I need to do the pink frame as well. Oh, I can tuck it behind. Yeah, I was going to do a pink frame, wasn't I? I think that's better. We'll do that. Right, colour. Let's get some, try and get as close to that yellow in the, oh, that's not bad, is it? In the card. I think that's closer. Maybe I'll do the light. That's too light. See, once that goes down, that's a better yellow. It's a bit more mustardy, but I'll do it light for in the lighter yellow, and then we'll just add in. I'll come in a bit closer. Do like the dark parts and some of his feathers and stuff. Excuse the noise, I've got my windows open and I've got the main road out the front, so you're going to get those sounds in my lives now. It's not as quiet during the day as the old place. Sam, do you find the CC alcohol pens better than the tri-blends? The tri-blends, the point is better for detail. These are just a, they're not a brush tip. So you can't get, you can blend better with the tri-blends. But for the value of these, I think they're great for beginners and stuff. And I'm enjoying them. I mean, for little things like this, I think if I was doing bigger scenes and stuff, then you kind of, you want to show out, you know, show all that kind of detail. But yeah, they're two different nibs, so yeah. You're going to get more of a detailed finish with the tri-blends, I would say, than you get more of a blunt kind of finish with these. but cute still. Very cute. Is this, yeah, this is the Creative Crafts. The only white card I have, that's all I use now, is the CCP white card. That's all I use. And then just a grey outline on the little lamb. I'll do little pink legs though, just so he's got a little bit of colour, a little pink face. Maybe do salmon. And then, oh, missed his. Yeah, these are the chisel nib, but unless I'm doing a big area, it's not something that will get used a lot. You won't really see the pink there. We'll do the black ear. I'm going to use my fine liner for that. Looks a bit odd actually, but they do have black ears, so. Oh well, it looks like he's got like a horn or something. Right. They're from two different sets, aren't they? Got to have a little leaping lamb at Easter. Get the other set. Hi Ida, so cute, thank you. This sounds so cute. We need this. Get this set out and play. I was thinking, what have I got that's Easter? And I was going through it all, and I thought, well, these are perfect. Get the farmyard animals out. I know, I'm in the smallest of spaces now, and I've got a 200cm long desk. Yet here I am in this tiny section. Although Monty's bed takes up, you know, a good portion of it. And he's not even here or in it. Crazy. Crazy woman. Okay. I might do another thinner now that I'm not putting the sentiment there. Layer that up a bit there as well. So we'll have the lamb above the chick there. So these are little action wobblers. For anyone new, I might have to snip into that one, or might just cover it. So they're going to wobble about when you shake the card. Yeah, I think that's going to look super cute. Yeah, I think I can get away with just doing that as a second layer, even though it's a little bit shorter. Still might cut the odd little flower to decorate. Yeah, that's going to look cute. We've got a little bit of foam here that I can use. That piece, and another little bit somewhere. Tiny little bit of foam. That mine's got to be a little bit left over. Typical. I didn't cut it all, did I? Where's the rest of the... Oh, there we go. Perfect. I knew I'd find another scrap piece. Right, do we think the pink frame? I think so. Hot pink against this green will look really nice. So I'll cut those again. I think the happier being white and maybe a yellow background for the happy. Stamp the Easter, that's fine. Yeah, I think so. Right, let's do the frames. Where did I've got all these rectangles. See, I am messy. I clear everything up each time, but I am messy as I craft. So that one, and then those two for the middle. So I'm going over these white frames for anybody wondering what I'm doing, because it's too white. We need to, those frames need to pop. I think pink, yeah, I think pink against the, and then we'll do the yellow for the background of the word happy. And again, I'll lift that up on foam and give it lots of dimension. Just got to make sure now that I can get these frames as close a match as possible. It's nice, everything matching. With like the cardstock and paper pads and stuff now, because we've got our own cardstock. Like the lilac colour works perfectly with the purple paper in the pack. The pinks go, it's just nice. Never trust a thin chef. I'm just reading that there. Never trust a thin chef. Can't craft without being at times, I know. It's all these people that have these perfect craft rooms all the time. I look at it and I go, are you actually using it? Are you a real crafter? I don't think they're available. These are very old, Christine. The Card Making Magic rectangle nesting dies. So if you just type that in, and they're double stitched as well. And I've not seen these for a long, long time. I've had these for probably 2 or 3 years. So yeah, sadly, I don't think they're available. Just spread that out a bit because it's a little bit thick. Got it on the end of every finger. So I'm going to slide what I'm just trying to think, how far down did I go? Yeah, I am right on it. Again, I always make it difficult for myself. I'm going to stick this top end and then I'm going to snip and tuck the bottom part. Yeah, definitely needed a better frame. Got glue all over my hand. Ask Lou if she's got them in her D-stash. Yeah, Helen, ask Lou. Because she's doing that at the moment. Right, where are we? So there. And about there. Cool. Phew. And this one's fine, it's just one big one, so I need to cut this to I'm just going to go a smidge bigger, 6 7/8 by 4 1/2. Again, just try and get this in the middle. Probably going to be a little bit out in places, but it is what it is. Alright, I can get away with that. It's going to cover it perfectly. Just going to trim, I think, a little bit off the bottom, just it's a little tiny bit wonky, ever so slightly. Okay. Yeah, decide 100% on your frame colours beforehand, then you don't have to faff about like I just did, but as a lot of you say, it's always good to see these changes. Love it. Right. So, happy Easter. So I have this one. Pink makes it even much, yeah. I think it looks cool. You could have had a little scene in the middle here, but I just spring flowers. Try and get the backs off. I do struggle with these. I think it's because my nails are thicker. I should just use these anyway. I shouldn't pick with my nails. Although I'm getting them done next week. I go for a nice bright colour. Jeez, come on. Right. I think it just fit behind him. Okay. You can stretch it out as much as you want. They go quite flat. Don't want him to catch on the grass. I think about over there. Love it. They're great, but the adhesive is very, or like the backing's very hard to get off. They're super sticky. It's better if you use tweezers actually. That was much easier. And they're very lightweight, which is why they're good for cards. Flat and lightweight. Well, these have been out of stock for a long time. I was actually sent these, but they're by Hampton Arts and they're called Action Wobblers. Craft Stash had them, but I think they've sold out. Have a little look. Just type in Action Wobbler and this is brilliant. That's so cool. Love it. Right, so yellow for the background of the happy. I think I might do no, iridescent happy. I think I look a bit not quite right. No. Yeah, I think the yellow, because it's almost like the sun. Do I do white or do we do, I don't think silver. Holographic? Available on Amazon. Oh, there you go, guys. Should we try holographic? Silver. Yeah, I think it's going to be for one of the kids. This might be for my friends. Oh no, I've got to remember. I know I need another card, so it'll be for the kids, no doubt. So we do. I cut it out of that piece. Did you get any of the gold holographic, Sam? Simone sent me some. Yeah. I might just peel it straight off the backing. Actually, I don't need to save it. Usually I do this saving it for a YouTube video, but I can stick it right on. It's easier to take it out that way. She says, carefully. You watch, this is where I'll mess up on the last few bits. Sure if they're going to like, yeah, no, I think they're happy with it. Nice in the holographic. Yeah, and then we'll do the Easter in white. Do we think? Or do we think white in the happy offset with the, let me just try it. I've got an idea. Let's just try it in the white, but just slightly offset so you still see some of the holographic. I don't know if it looks a bit, I don't know, something about it. Looks a little bit lost. No, I like it all the sentiment together. I might put some eggs or something down on the grass. What about offset? Like that. Let me stamp the Easter while you lot decide for me. Like that better. Ida likes the holographic. Like the white with it. See what this looks like. I do too. I can never get a good cut from foam. Prefer with the white. I think I do, to be honest, guys. Found them. Yeah, they're on Amazon apparently. I always recommend, thank you for sharing the link, Kay, but I always say to people, find the link yourself. Because, yeah, we know what it's like. I know, Kay, yours is going to be a genuine link, but I always just say to people, just, yeah, always click on links with caution. Okay. Pop that up on some foam. Yeah, I think I prefer it slightly offset. We'll try pink outline with holographic pink outline. Well, I don't want more pink because I've already got pink in the frame. So I just want everything to kind of pop against all of the colours. I'm going to use a little bit. It's fine, Kate. I know yours is, I know it's fine, but I always just, yeah. Only because I've done it. I've clicked on many spam links and stuff. So yeah, click on K's, see where it takes you, and then type it in again. Add a tiny bit of glue because I don't want it to like ooze out on the holographic. It will stick, but it will just take a tiny bit longer. Well, I can't change the yellow now anyway, guys, because I've stuck the happy onto that, so you can't go changing that on me now. The only thing we can change is this. I think that looks cool. I like it. I like it. Oh no, I know the link's fine, Jeanette. I know it takes you there. It says it in it, but what I'm saying is just in general, always be careful clicking on links. I'm just doing a public service announcement, that's all. I have it slightly off to the left, so then that can sit down and come over more into the right. And then, what time is it? Oh, we've got 10 minutes. I've got to do the, actually no, I'll probably get the Easter eggs done as well. I was going to stamp a couple of Easter eggs just to go in the grass there, and we'll do the envelope. Oh, actually, I just realised that's a dip there, isn't it? Cut a little bit to raise that up. That's better. There we go. Yeah, that shakes. So much shine to it. Might be a bit top heavy. Oh no, it's okay. I just love the way that they perfectly suits the little lamb. I think that's so cool. Right, we'll stamp a couple of Easter eggs. I've still got all of the stamps out from when I done this the other day. I'll do 5 little Easter eggs. Stick it on there for so much mess. So much mess. Okay. Do 2 polka dots. And then 2 stripes and a plain. And I've got all the same colours still, so we'll just use those. Quite a green one actually. What was it? More of a lighter. What's that one like? Mind you though, you don't need the green because it's on the grass. I think I did it that way. The lamb wobbles so well. I know, it's cute, isn't it? So we'll do pink, yellow, pink, yellow, oh lilac, we'll do a couple of lavender ones, little lilac, lavender, whatever colour it is, pale lilac. And then we'll do another feels that needs to be yellow actually. Yeah, and then pink. They're going to be just poking out from the grass, so... Oh, wrong colour. Just go over it a bit deeper. Just so there's a little bit of shade there. Cool. All right, cut these out. What am I missing? Where can I buy the wobblers? Amazon, yeah. Does anyone else spend forever looking for something they've used only second? Yeah, I do that in most of my lives. You're always hearing me saying, where's that? Where's that? And I always say to you, come on, where did I put it? Where is it? And sometimes it's stuck on me, attached to something else, underneath a pile of something. I finally found the second magnet to my stamping platform, and that was in my pocket of one of my coats. God knows why it was there. No idea. Nice actually, because all my Easter cards I've made using Made to Surprise, but I haven't done an official Easter collection. So it's quite nice that I've been able to, you know, adapt it and, yeah, make it kind of work. I think it's come together well. Yeah, just popping out of the grass, just a few. In fact, there's one of the other characters, I could maybe, just the head popping out, the other little lamb. He could be poking out from the grass. He would look quite cute, actually. Something like that. Yeah, where is he? This one. Or the llama's head. The llama could look quite good, actually. I feel we could get a third animal in there. Little llama or the little lamb? Do we add a third, or am I being silly? Do I step away? Well, there's the little lamb. He could be just like there. Maybe that would work. That's quite cute. Oh yeah, rabbit from Easter actually. Yeah, that's good. Lamb is too big. What about little lamb then? I think he could look cute. It takes seconds to stamp and colour. And then his black ears will match a bit better with the other one. Let's just do this one. We don't have to stick it down, but yeah, you should have an odd number. He's sticking his tongue out, so it's like he wants the Easter eggs. Oh, my iPad's just turned off. And I'm a bit wonky there. I've lost my chat. Hang on a minute, let me just turn on. I thought I had more battery in my iPad. It's because I had it on watching things this morning. Let me just open up the laptop and just so I can get the chat back up. That's annoying because now it's going to be harder for me to choose a winner today. So I've got enough juice in my phone for a minute. If I can get that back on charge, by the time I've done the phone and stuff, by the time I've done my envelope, it should have enough chat again that I can pull a winner. So yeah, it's coming on straight away, so that should come back in a sec. Okay, it's coming back on. Let's just see what we got here. What do you mean you thought it was your end, Sharon? Agmail Rude stamps have just arrived. Yep, lots of you are seeing that now, which is good. Looking forward to all your offensive cards. Let's see where it is. I'm going to leave it for a minute just to get a bit of charge. You're not really going to see his feet, but cute anyway. Right, let's cut him out. I think Facebook's playing up. Oh, is it? I thought it's been quite a good live today, no? It's only my battery gone on my iPad. That's all the only issue I've had. Has the stream not been very good for some? Yours has been fine, right, Shuffle? Good, good. Yeah, I thought it had. Nobody had said anything, so cool. Right. Yeah, I think he kind of works well in there. A couple of the eggs around him. Let's get this back on here. It should hold itself now. Where's the live? There we go. Yeah, I think that's worked well. Right, let's pop him up on a little bit of foam first. Okay. And then think about that. Looks cute. Did you do his tongue pink? Yeah, he's got a little pink tongue. And cut these for the eggs. What's that? Mine shows only 30 cents. Mine's not even showing how many's watching. I've not even taken any notice of that today, guys. Look, mine doesn't, usually it has the number there. So mine isn't even show him. I don't know. Are people here? Maybe there's something going on. Just putting an order for some of the farmyard animals. They're so cute, I know. Yeah, did you get them on offer? Were they in the offer? I know it's selected things. It's done this before though, and there has been the normal amount watching, so I'm not too worried. Even if there was 5 of you watching, I would love it, because you know me, I've never been about any of that. Oh, don't worry, guys. I'm not. Okay. And then typical. What's that? No, I'm not here. Only showing 2. Yeah, I don't think it's... The chat's going as a normal kind of speed that, yeah, I think everyone's here. It's not showing it. Like I said, mine's showing nothing, so we're all here. Yep. Some are hiding in the grass. Remember that time when there was like, was it like 600 or 700? It was horrible. There was loads of spammers and bots and everything. Definitely something not quite right with Facebook today. Yeah, well, last time when I had that issue, it had nobody watching, but you were all here apparently. Great, I knew that was going to do that. I couldn't see anyone. It said 1 person. That's all it had, 1 person. But I had no chat anyway, so I think there's just too many people using it now, or because there's a lot of people. I don't think it's set up, you know, to hold all of this traffic. There we go. A very cute little Easter card. Excuse me. Framed shaker card with our 2 little wobbly characters. The lamb looks like he's stealing the eggs, yeah, with his tongue hanging out. He fits perfectly actually there, doesn't he? Definitely. Just a thought with the happy sentiment right over the middle of the word with a fine black pen. Oh no, I'm not doing any of that. Nice suggestion colour, but I'm not going to do that. I'll mess it up. Love it, Sam. So cute. Thank you, everyone. Right, let me do the envelope. The lamb makes it. Move that wire. Just get you out the way. We don't want any problems. Right. Let's do an orange. Oh, no, we did pink, I think, already. All the light pink in there. We used one of those. Oh, I'm happy. Easter stamps. Okay. So we'll do the chicks again. I like this one. And the bunny one. And then maybe the green with the egg. Cool, love it. piece. Oh yeah, I've just seen that. Don't forget to melt the wax. Might help, mightn't it? Honestly, what am I like? Do this one today, I think. I've not used it for a while. Not bad, not bad, not bad. I do like to light a candle. Oh God, no, I'd be lethal if I had a candle in this room. Although I wouldn't have it on my desk, but no, it just would be, I think, a disaster for me. I'm going to use this one as just another way to frank through the middle of them. There we go. I like just making them all a bit messy. Like they've gone through loads of different countries and stuff, you know, and they've all put their like random marks on them. This isn't going to go international, but it's going to look like it has. There we go. Right, let that melt. Loving it. Looking super cute. You use wax melts now. Yeah, I'm glad I've made this my like little, like I said, I don't do New Year's resolutions, but do the envelope when you do the card. Especially if it's an unusual size, you know, and you've got a ton of them and you've just got to sit down one evening and just make a ton of envelopes. It's boring. But doing it all finished like this, it's just so much more fun. That looks like a face. What looks like a face? I can't see it. What can you see? In the wax? Oh, I've missed it if it was. I'd be too scared to set that. No, I would. This is the only real open flame, apart from on my cooker, and obviously when the fire's lit. But I don't have, none of my, I have wax melts now. Yeah, I don't even, I've got a couple of candles in the bathroom, but I don't use them. Yeah, so I've made it, and you lot remind me as well. You go, you know, you got to do the envelope. Can't go yet. Got to do the envelope. I love that you do the envelope now. Yeah, it's good to see it all, and now I've got the kit and everything. It's just fun. Just be careful though, because when it goes over the stamp, because obviously that's smooth, it's still a bit wet. So you do have to be careful. Although if it smudges, again, it just kind of adds to the character, makes the envelope look a bit more authentic. I know we've got rooms full of paper. We do set a light. It would go up way too quick. Right, let's do that one. So I don't have an Easter wax seal, but it's something that I will look into another time. And then I'm just going to grab my heat gun. Oh. Done it again, not plugged it in. Oh, that's sunshine. Wow. Haven't seen that for a while. It just pops the bubbles. Yay, I knitted socks and now I've just seen them together. And now just seen them together. Ah, oh, Lovely, a warm day. 15 degrees here. Yes, nice bit of sun just casting right across the grass. And blue sky. Actually, it was white clouds when I started the live. Now we've got completely blue sky. Is this it? Is the weather going to start to change now and just start to warm up a bit? I hope so. Oh, a load of dandelions have just come up. Well, it's just a weed garden right now anyway. Mr. Squirrel's gone. He's probably been sick somewhere with all of the food he managed to steal. I'm going to have to get some squirrel-proof, more like little squirrel-proof hangers. Because, like I said, the little tree house one I've got, he can't get into that. Only the birds can because they've got to get their beaks through the mesh. But that one was just like an open little acorn that got in B&M. I wish I'd got a picture of that. It would have been hilarious. Squirrel with a whole fat ball in his hands. It is cloudy, is it? Oh no, it's nice here. Beautiful, warm and sunny in Hampshire. My craft room window looks out over a local rugby field. I can watch all the different dogs running around. Oh, nice. I hate to say, but Central News mentions snow. No way, Leslie. I'm not allowing it. Don't believe it. Squirrels in a food coma. There we go. So we've got the Happy Mail on the back. Just pop that away so I don't lose it. Let that cool in there. So there we have it. So I'm just gonna let that dry a bit more. And there's the card. How bloody cute is that? So yeah, framed shaker card. Love it. Doggy walking soon. Nice. Yes, snow has been mentioned for Essex. No. No snow allowed. We're over all that. We've had enough of it. Cute. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for another Some Fun Live. You're welcome. I hope we don't get it here in Norfolk. No, nobody wants the snow. I need to get in that garden. I'm itching to get in the garden. I've managed to pull one of my friends in. I'm going to see if I can get a couple of them actually. All bring their spades or shovels, whatever you call it, and get digging in the garden. All right, enough about the snow, guys. I've just made a lovely Easter card. And all of my camellias, loads of my camellias have come out and already flowered and now dropped to the floor. And I didn't even get to be out to enjoy them. I was like, no, this is not how it should have been. I was meant to be sitting around all these lovely pink flowers and they've all just nearly blossomed and now they're on the floor. Spade and a bottle of wine, yeah. I'll reward them with wine. Right, let's scroll. So it's not going to let me go too far back. Although, I don't know. And it stopped on Tracy Ann. I'm looking for the eggs, lol. Tracy Ann. I haven't called you this year, have I? Or have I? My memory's shocking. So if you won last week, I would have forgot. Nope. But I'm sure you've won before. Congratulations, Tracy. You're in Plymouth, aren't you, Tracy? What's the date today, guys? 20th. The 20th today? It's because I can't see my phone. That's why I ask you all the questions. Yay, she won. Wednesday live. My camellias have been planted for years but had never had a flower. I told it is on its last chance this year. Oh, it has one, but mine have got loads. I mean, I have brought them from the shop. I brought them from a garden centre. 20th, thank you. Is she here? No, she was here just now because she said about the weather. Are you there, Tracy? Is she in shock that she's won? Dear me. Ooh. Can't see her. Maybe she's gone. She might have heard though. Drop me a message if you oh, there she is. Yeah, I've won 3 years of waiting. Was it 3 years ago? Oh my goodness. Right, let's choose your prize. Is there anything you've seen me show and you quite fancy it? It's no more sorted out from last. I'll tell you something I have got. I don't know whether you'd be interested in this. It's been sat in this pack for ages, and it's just a load of the stamps from magazines. It's actually sealed up. Can't even. I'll try and open it. If not, I'm not offended, by the way. I'm just showing you, because you might have most of these already. But there's just so many, and I was just like, oh, all the A4 ones, I thought, oh, I'll just shove them all together and it can be one prize. Because you are in the UK, aren't you? Because I can't send this overseas. Oh, gosh, the suspense. I'm trying to get in. Right. Let me just move this out of the way. So if you want, you can have this. I forgot what's in here actually. Yeah, it's just full, look, of all different magazine issues. So you're welcome to this if you want it. It would help me out because it's taking up room. So you've got the Celebrate, what was this, a New Year thing? You've got this one, festive stamps, the Battersea ones there, Chloe's, safari ones, birds, little butterfly set, honeycomb. That's a nice one, so like summer. What's that one there? Another one there. Oh, that's an actual nice little kit. I'll take that one out. And then that one, Advent, and then that one. You've got most of them. I probably missed your comment. Right, forget that then. Oh, hang on. Right. Something from here then. So there's this 16-piece tea set, Crafter's Companion, the Garden Party. There's this one here, which makes that kind of card. Well, you make the fold yourself, but it gives you the arch. It's a Christmas one. These two, oh, that's one. There is another one. This one. MTS is on a Friday. You don't get MTS on a Wednesday, I'm afraid, because this is all, a lot of this is donated. These are nice. They make these flowers. And you got that nice script Christmas. That's the other rare earth one. Where is she? Anything here? That's another kit. That's a nice kit, that one. Card Making Magic one. Another rare earth one. Another rare earth one. These are some cutouts. These are all cutouts, Kanban. There's loads in there. John Next Door frame. This is the die, and then you've got that. Just checking it doesn't go. Yeah, all this here. Anything? They're all lovely. I've still not received. I haven't posted it yet, Pamela. I've got loads to post. This one here, and then these three stencils and stamps. Where is she? Well, she waited for me to show it all. Anything there? I like to do it now, and then it's picked and done. Oh gosh. Oh. Where is she? Come on. Rare earth. Which one? You can pick two actually. You can have two. So you've got, this is the Believe. This one is Ornamental Traditions. This one is Succeed. So you can imagine what they all are. And then Sweet Treats. That's got gingerbread actually. To be fair, those two I think would be nice together, and then those two. So that's all your wreath and tree. So do you want those two Christmas ones or these just nice sentiment ones? Oh, I'm not in the garden, Kathy, but thank you when I do get in there. These two? I think I'd go for these two. Or would you like one with a sentiment to go with them? I don't know. You can choose. It's up to you. Believe and Succeed. Ah, so you want the sentiments? Yeah, no problem. They are yours. On their way to you eventually. So it's because I've got the launch, guys, and lots of work. I just think, because I do it and pay for it myself, you know, it's always kind of like lower on the list. So I try and let them build up and then do them all and then send them. What's that, Rachel? You'll have them. Okay, cool. Well, thank you, everybody. Bring that back in again. That's what we've made today. Framed shaker card. If anybody's just joining. Yeah, drop me your address, Tracy. It's probably in the last message that you would have sent to me, but because it was so many years ago, it won't be obviously there for me to see. Lynn, you've got a win, Lynn. Yeah, I was just checking then. Yeah, you've got a win, Lynn. I think it's so nice that you do the giveaways besides inspiring. Oh, you're welcome, Kathy. This is something I've always done from the very start, I think. I think it started off with giving the card away, and then I had lots of bits, so I thought, well, I might as well put something in, and then it's just evolved from that. So, are we all meeting Friday? We are at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. on Friday. What did I say I was making? We're going to evolve the wedding card, wasn't it? Isn't it the wedding card? With the couple walking away. Brightened my day. You're welcome, Tracy. All right, everyone. Well, anyway, I'll see you again on Friday at 10. Have a lovely rest of your day. I'm going to look at the state of this. Look. Look. Oh gosh, what a state. I'm going to tidy all that up now. All right, I'll see you all again on Friday. Take care. Bye.